Hello all, welcome to Simplified Bio by Sidhu. This is your Siddesh Sir biology teacher. Today in this video let us discuss about biology class 11th chapter, that is biological classification. So before going to start the video, so if you are new to our channel, please do subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive the notification. And also share to your friends who are in need. And if you like my teaching, please don't forget to like and share the video. So let us start with the chapter. So think your friend is coming. It's a biological classification. So what do you mean by biological classification? Why we require to classify the organism? Okay, so why it is necessary to classify the organism? And you know that, so biodiversity, like our environment consists of vast, huge number of organisms, and it is very difficult to identify, okay, to research and to work on them, isn't it? To compare the characteristics. So for all these things, why the classification? So which means we are going to arrange the organisms, okay, so which are having the similar characters or keeping in a one group or one category. So we are arranging the organisms. Okay, so for example, if you take animals and plants, do animals and plants have the same characters? No. So that is why we should keep in a separate group. Okay, that is what you will call biological classification. And who made this attempt for the first time? So for the first time, so a person called Aristotle, he made this attempt for the first time. So according to him, so Aristotle is the father of biology. Everyone knows very well. So Aristotle is the father of biology. So based on the morphological characters. So based on the morphological characters, that means external characters, superficial characters. So by considering external characters, so Aristotle classified the organisms into two types. Okay, so two kingdom systems. He has given two kingdom system, and they are plant and animals. Okay, so plants and animals. So when you are talking about the plant, again plants were made into three categories. So based on the size of the plant. Okay, so very short plants, very minute plants are kept under herbs, and again some medium plants were kept under shrubs. Again, some more, huge tree, means huge plants, very big plants are kept under trees. Okay, so when you are talking about animals, animals are also, we have two types. So what they are? So one is, So one is without blood cells, without red blood, which are called as anemia. Okay, and with red blood cells are called as anemia. Okay, so these are without RBC. So with RBC. So with RBC are called as anemia, and without RBC are called as anemia. Okay, so this was the classification which was given by Aristotle. Okay, as he classified the organism only based on the morphological characters, this was not agreed. Okay, it was not agreed by the other scientists and other people. Okay, so that there was a need of classification. So by that time, so one more person who called Carolus Linnaeus. He is the person, okay, so who gave the two kingdoms classification again. And you know very well, Carolus Linnaeus is the father of taxonomy. Okay, so he is the father of taxonomy. Carolus Linnaeus is the father of taxonomy, and he also based on the morphological characters and some internal characters, like so scientifically he has classified organisms into two categories, and they are Plantae, Animalia, Plantae and Animalia. So around 8,000 plants are recorded in his book called Systema Naturae. Systema Naturae. Okay, so when coming to Animalia, so around 4,004 animals are recorded were recorded in his book called sorry, a little change, sorry for the inconvenience. So this is Species Plantarum, and so this one is Systema Naturae. So this was the book which was written by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, so in his book Species Plantarum he recorded 8,000 plants, and in his book Systema Naturae he recorded around 4,400 animals. Okay, so see here if you observe, so based on the locomotion, here classify the organisms. So animals which are which we can observe the movement, that means they will move from one place to another place, whereas plants they cannot move from one place to another place. And even if you observe the nutrition, okay, so plants say they are photosynthetic, green plants are the photosynthetic and they can prepare their own food using raw materials, whereas animals, so they depends on the plants for their nutrients. Okay, so this was two kingdom system classification which was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Okay, so if you observe, so we have some limitations for this. So what are those limitations? Limitation for the Carolus Linnaeus classification or two kingdom system of classification. So the first one is, so you know the organisms like Euglena. Okay, so the basic limitation is he couldn't able to distinguish multicellular with unicellular. Okay, so you have one more limitations, that so you couldn't able to distinguish prokaryotes with eukaryotes. And also if you observe the animals or the organisms like Euglena, so it has both the characters like animal character as well as plant characters. So if you observe the plant characters, it is a photosynthetic. Okay, so photosynthetic, that means it can prepare its own food, which means autotrophic in nature. And so when there is an absence of sunlight, in the absence of sunlight, it acts as an heterotrophic, which is an animal character. So where do you keep all these things? Okay, so that is why there was a need of developing one more kingdom system or developing a other kingdom system. So there comes the three kingdom system. So which was given by Ernst Haeckel. He is the person who gave the three kingdom system of classification. So what he did, he included, so he separated all the microorganisms, all the unicellular organisms he separated from Plantae as well as Animalia. Along with the Plantae and Animalia, okay, so he added one more system, that is kingdom Protista. Okay, you may get the questions like who introduced Protista. It includes all the unicellular organisms. Okay, so again, so here the question arises like, so where is the differentiate between prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Okay, so he couldn't able to distinguish the, see, he kept only unicellular organism, all the type of unicellular organisms like yeast, which is a unicellular but it is a prokaryotic cell. Okay, so amoeba, which is a unicellular, which is a eukaryotic cell. Sorry, yeast is a eukaryotic, not prokaryotic. Okay, so yeast is a eukaryotic unicellular, amoeba is a eukaryotic unicellular, so that he couldn't able to distinguish what you will call eukaryotic as well as the prokaryotic organisms. Hence, again, this also couldn't accepted by the scientists, so that there was a need of one more system, so that is called as four kingdom system, and this was given by Copeland, the person called Copeland. Four kingdom system. Four kingdom system. So in this, so it was given by Copeland. So here along with that, Plantae, Animalia, Protista. Okay, so he added one more, that is kingdom Monera. So where this kingdom Monera, so from the Protista, he separated all the unicellular organisms. What kind of unicellular? All the prokaryotic unicellular organisms, and kept under kingdom Monera. Okay, now somewhat it is better. Plantae, which includes phototrophic, Animalia, which includes heterotrophic and which can be movable, Protista, which includes all the eukaryotes and unicellular. Okay, so here again there is a problem. So can you guess what is that? So if you think yourself, so you can arise a question in your mind. So like again fungi. So mushroom is a multicellular organism, we know that. Okay, so yeast is a unicellular prokaryotic. Both are prokaryotic, but they are heterotrophic in nutrition. Exactly, if you want to say, they are saprotrophic. Okay, so where to keep these? So if you want to keep the yeast in Monera, it is not possible, it is a prokaryote. Okay, so if you want to keep in Protista, it is not possible, again it is a different characters which resembles the characteristics of some mushrooms. Okay, so that is why they need one more kingdom system, so which is called as 5 kingdom system of classification, which is broadly using now. So 5 kingdom system. In this 5 kingdom system, along with this 4 kingdom, so one more kingdom was added, and this kingdom was introduced by the person R.H. Whittaker. So he is the person who introduced the 5 kingdom system. According to him, so he separated this kind of organisms and kept under one more kingdom, that is fungi. Okay, so he eukaryotic saprophytes and a separate kingdom which is called as kingdom fungi or fungi. You can call it as fungi or fungi. According to your comfortable, you can pronounce. Okay, so once let us talk about the 5 kingdom system. So what it includes, which is made by R.H. Whittaker. So that is the kingdom Monera, all the unicellular prokaryotic, and the second one, so all the kingdom Protista, all the unicellular eukaryotic, and so if you observe one more, that is kingdom fungi, which was introduced by R.H. Whittaker. So eukaryotic saprotrophs based on the nutrition. Okay, so next one is kingdom plantae. So that is all plants. So they are all multicellular eukaryotic organisms which are photosynthetic in nature, that means autotrophs. So and then animalia. Okay, so very important. If you not able to remember, it is necessary to by heart. So kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom fungi, kingdom plantae, and kingdom animals. All the animals, all the multicellular animals, eukaryotic. These two are eukaryotic. They are multicellular. Okay. So on what basis he given all these 5 kingdom classification? So based on the basis of classification, if you observe, children make a note of it. So you can face the video and you can make the note. So basis, if you observe, so the first one is cell organization. Cell organization and cell complexity. So whether it is a multicellular or unicellular, whether it is a prokaryote or eukaryote or locomotion, and then so on mode of nutrition. Okay, and also based on the mode of reproduction. By considering all these criteria, see this R.S. Whittaker classify the organisms. Okay, so this is about introduction to classification. Now we are using 5 kingdom system of classification. So what are all the things we have discussed? So let us recall once. So the first 2 kingdom system scientifically given by Carolus Linnaeus. He gave 2 kingdom system of classification, and that 2 kingdom system of classification are plantae and animals. Okay, so around 8,000 plants are recorded in system. This one species plantarum, and so around 4,400 of animals which are classified which are recorded in is book called Systema Naturae. Okay, as it has some limitations, so there was a need of another system, that is what you call the 3 kingdom system, which was given by Ernst Haeckel. According to him, he separated all the unicellular organism irrespective of their eukaryotic or prokaryotic. He kept under kingdom Protista. Okay, so as I already told, so they have he couldn't able to differentiate plants, this one eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Hence there was a need of another system. So that is 4 kingdom system of classification, which was given by Copeland. So he introduced kingdom Monera. So you may get the question, who introduced kingdom Monera, or who introduced kingdom Protista, or who introduced 5 kingdom system. which was the first attempt to make the classification scientifically, who attempted. So these are the questions you may get. Okay, and what was the basis of the classification? Okay, so what are the limitations of the classification? So these are all, see, we have a number of questions, so that you have to focus each and every line of your NCERT textbook. Okay, so and apart from that, Copeland has given 4 kingdom system. So out of that, kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, Plantae and Animalia. So as there is a limitation where you cannot able to separate, or you cannot able to give the justification for saprophytic or saprophytic, unicellular as well as multicellular organism, eukaryotic organism. So that there is a need of one more system that was given by R.H. Whitaker, and it was like, so what do you call that? 5 kingdom system, which is universally accepted. So and it includes kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Okay, so kingdom Plantae, which includes all the plants which are photosynthetic, multicellular. Kingdom Animalia, which are includes eukaryotic multicellular organism which can move from one place to another place. Kingdom Fungi, so eukaryotic, which includes like exceptional case only multicellular, but exceptional cases yeast. Okay, and Protista, all the eukaryotic unicellular organism, and when you are talking about Monera, all the eukaryotic all the prokaryotic unicellular organisms. Okay, so this is all for today. So in next class we'll start up with a new for the first kingdom system in detail. We will study, so what are all the organisms comes under kingdom Monera. Okay, so keep supporting me like this.